Now I have gathered all three pieces. This should be a better visual for all of you who's viewing this video right now to see the differences between chain sizes and designs as well as the clasps and the details. Since we just did a very detailed comparison on them individually, which one do you like visually the most? Hello guys, welcome back to a brand new video. My first luxury, Vivian here. I have prepared three really cute and dainty designer bracelets to show you guys the range that, these designer brands are offering for their entry piece. And then when I say entry piece, I just mean the price points are kind of on the lower side compared to the rest of the collection. And I know a lot of us really love dainty, smaller size jewelry. So today we're going to take a deeper look at all of details on them. So we're going to look at them and compare them in terms of small details, from the clasp to the hook to the chain to the length of the chain, and also what they look like on hand. If you're someone who is on the market looking for something that is very dainty and cute to pair with your jewelry pieces, or if you're looking to start your jewelry collection from one of these brands that we're talking about today, you're in luck. This video is made for someone like you. I have previously done pretty much detailed reviews on all of them besides one piece, but in this video we will touch base on that a little bit. So if this is the first video you're watching, I'm going to link a bunch of videos in the description box so you can take a look and see if there's anything else that could help you make a decision. Today I am going to be showing you guys three pieces of jewelry. They are from Cartier Love Collection and also Van Cleef & Arpels Sweet Alhambra collection, as well as the Bulgari Diva's Dream collection. And if you have watched videos on the channel, you know that I love to wear these pieces with some of the statement jewelry that I have, and also sometimes it's just nice to switch it up. So without further ado and further talking, let's get into the detailed comparison of these three bracelets, and hopefully by the end of the video you will come to a conclusion as to which one is going to suit you the most. So let's start with the clasps. You can see the Bulgari one has an elongated design, and the middle is the Cartier, which is rounder, and lastly the Van Cleef one is edgier. Now let's break it down. The Van Cleef one obviously has their logo right around, where the clasp is, and the rest is polished, and the little lever there also is polished. And you can see the hoop attaches the clasp, and the chain right here is closable, and right there is serial number tag, and on the back of it, it simply just shows you the AU750 stamp, the gold hallmark. And when examining very carefully, I have found a stamp on the back side of the hoop that's connecting the chain and the clasp, and it has the writing of DR and PS and a shape of half of a diamond on there. Maybe it's, a manufacturer stamp. From there, it leads me to more findings, which is at the end, on the back side of the connector hoop, I found a Eagle hallmark stamp. I'm not really sure what that is. If you guys know, let me know in the comment section below. And the last part to show the continuation of the chain. And as I mentioned, this is the original length of the chain that already comes with two hoops, so you can adjust the length accordingly, and they are just complete circles. Now it's time for the most visual part of the bracelet, which is the carnelian that is set into this golden heart mode. And there are two holders, one on top, one on bottom, and then the rest is surrounded by their beaded pearl design. And can you guess how many pearls are on each side? Good thing is you don't have to weigh. I already counted them, and there are 14 beads on each side, making it 28 beads on each side, and there are 56 all around. Okay, just for your information. Now let's take a look at the little heart charm from the other angle, which is upside down, and you can see that the beads are beautifully aligned. And this is one of the reasons why we pay so much price for luxury, is because all of the craftsmanship are showed in the details, and it's really nice to see. Okay, so as you guys can see now that I'm wearing the biggest size on the Sweet Alhambra bracelet, and you can see that there is more space for my 16-17 inch size wrist, and I'm wearing it, so there's a little bit more additional space for me right here, so the chain is kind of dangling, and there are two little hoops here for you to adjust size according to your liking, so you don't necessarily need to extend it. And when I turn it around, it's just, you know, a beautiful little charm that is flashed on my wrist, and you can see there are two hooks on each side of this little charm. And what I really like about it is that the gem is polished in a way that it has a mirror-like reflection. So I don't know if the camera can catch this, but it gives you this mirror-like reflection that makes it really, really cute. And as for Bulgari piece, you can tell that this is a charmed bracelet, so it's a little dingly charm. It's not going to be fit flash on your wrist because it's a little charm. And I guess that's where the charm of this piece is that whenever you move your hand, this little beautiful piece of jewel moves around with it. The clasp is actually very easy to use compared to, for example, the Van Cleef one that I have used. It's very easy to open and close the clasp right here, and I love how these little chains are glistening on the hand as if these chains are all like diamonds, but it's because the way it's polished, it's just so beautiful. The charm is not a two-dimensional piece, and with that, on the bottom there's actually an opening where it allows light to shine through. Just like some of the other jewelries that has a diamond setting on the back, they always make sure it's hollow, so when there's space, the light comes through, it makes the stone shine brighter. This piece already comes in full length, and it has two little other rings in there for you to wear it according to your wrist size. And obviously I will have to put it on the maximum length because this is what fits me the best. And obviously just for fun, since both of these bracelets have carnelian stone, and you can see due to the different design of it, one is more transparent, which is a VCA one, and on top the Diva's Dream is not letting the light come through because of its curved design, and also there are two layers of the stone, so if you put the light from the bottom, then it might display a different kind of beauty. And now we're looking at our final piece, which is from Cartier, and you can tell the color now has been oxidized to almost this like yellow gold tone, but originally this piece was bought in rose gold. And on the other side of the clasp, you can see that the Gold Hallmark 750 stamp has been engraved in there as well. Very nice detail. And from this angle, you can still see that some of the detail still has the rose gold tone left on the left side of the rings. And the brand chose the round chain link details, so it's not going to have the glistening effect as you see on some of the other bracelet. I do like this solid look quite a lot. And I remember reviewing this bracelet in a different video. I'm going to link it in the description. But basically the serial number and all of the information that's related with this beautiful bracelet has been engraved on the inside on one of these rings, as you can see right here, as well as the gold hallmark. Pretty much it's hidden, but in case if you need to find the identity, it's there. Alright, let's inspect the rest of the bracelet like we did before, and pretty much I feel the responsibility to inspect carefully on the stamps on the end hook over here as well, so let's take a closer look. So basically I can see two things that have been stamped on there, but I'm not quite sure what pattern they are and it's kind of hard to read. So let me know if you guys know. And this is the other side of the hoop and there's nothing on there. So mystery waiting to be solved. This is the love bracelet that I'm wearing right now, and you can see the chain is a lot more fitted to my wrist, and it is because I have had this resized to my wrist so it stays on properly. And another thing I experienced before I had adjusted it is that because this is the heavier part of the chain, so when it's too big, it tends to just glide all the way down to the end. You end up seeing the clasp on the upper side all of the time, so it's kind of a bummer. So I did have it resized, and right now it just stays perfectly on this way. And like I mentioned, I personally am a big fan of the jingle, and I feel like this is a reminder that your jewelry is always on your wrist. For some of you who are paranoid that you might lose your jewelry or if it falls off from your wrist, so this jingle is always on, and you probably hear it sometimes throughout the day. And for those of you who have concerns that, you know, the design of this sticks up, it doesn't really get in the way because of the size. It's really small and it doesn't really have anything sharp to cling onto anything. So this is really just something that you shouldn't be too concerned about, because I've had this for more than 5 years now, and so far I haven't run into anything. Yeah, so this is more, it looks more statement-like as of a dainty wrist bracelet on your wrist versus the other two. This is more understated also. So if this is the look that you're looking for, then the love bracelet is definitely a good choice for you. Now I have gathered all three pieces. This should be a better visual for all of you guys who's viewing this video right now to see the differences between chain sizes and designs, as well as the clasps and the details. Since we just did a very detailed comparison on them individually, which one do you like visually the most? Let me know in the comment section below. So to summarize really quickly, the Van Cleef has actually the thinnest and the smallest chain with kind of a diamond cutting edge. And then we have the Cartier, which has the thickest chain amongst these three, and it's round and hollow and robust. Then lastly, we have the Bulgari Diva Stream Bracelet chain, which is a double-stranded chain that is very similar to the Van Cleef one. It has the same cut design on the chain, which makes it very glistening, and I like this one look-wise the most. And I have decided to place the Van Cleef and the Bulgari right next to each other to have a more accurate visual for you guys. And you can see the top two, which is the Bulgari, has a stubbier and a shorter chain compared to the Van Cleef that is more elongated and more spread out. Because the chains are shorter or more condensed together, it just gives you that more glistening look, which is lovely. And now you look at the Cartier, which is the biggest out of all. And now how about let's compare all of the outer packaging, the jewelry boxes, because they're actually quite different. So Van Cleef chose suede on both the inside and the outside, gives a very matte look, and I personally love it. And it's probably wrapped around a wooden box. And Bulgari actually chose satin to be used on both interior and the exterior of the box. They're slightly different, but I do think it gave the more luxurious look. And it's probably wrapped around a wooden based box as well. It's very neat. Lastly, Cartier chose to use suede on the inside as well to give it a very soft and plush look, and also it protects the jewelry that's laid on the inside. And as for the outside, it's their signature kind of a cardboard paper box that's been casted on the outside, which is a really nice combination. These three pieces of jewelry, some of them are charmed, some of them are attached, they're flat, some of them are standing up. So each one of them has got their own personality. Personally, my favorite is probably still the love bracelet. Up until today, I still like to wear it because I just simply like the jingle sound that it makes when I wear it. It's a personal preference. Some people like more of the flashed look. So the Van Cleef Sweet Alhambra would be a better choice for you. And if you are someone who has a skinnier wrist, for example, for myself, I have more of a full and a meatier wrist. So unfortunately, the two chain factor doesn't really work on me. It doesn't really glide down on my wrist and really show the beautiful craftsmanship on the chain. I think you should try the Diva bracelet before you make a final decision. If I could choose, I probably would choose the Sweet Alhambra bracelet in the red carnelian instead of the heart. The heart is really cute, and if you're given that as a gift from the boyfriend or someone who loves you. It's just got such a cute meaning, and in this case this bracelet belongs to my friend, so I didn't have to choose it, but she loves it because it's like a little dainty red heart, which is just very simple and cute. But personally, I love the look of the red carnelian, a little clover leaf hanging on my wrist, so I'm probably gonna have to look into that again. So 3 choices. What is your favorite? Definitely let me know in the comment section below. And as usual, if you have any other questions, let's chat away in the comment section. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one. And at the same time, I wish you a happy holiday and take care. I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.